Hi Dan.
Hi Michael.
Just a few questions. First of all, what did you think of the film in general? Or film trailer, sorry?
It was very good. Yeah, everything, you could tell that it was a rom-com genre, obviously.
Yep.
Has a nice variety of shots in there. Maybe you want to go and see it, I suppose. It never really let on to anything, but you can still sort of get a storyline within the trailer.
Talking about you mentioned the genre there.
Yeah.
Genre conventions, does it meet a romantic comedy? And if so, why?
I think it does. The music helps a lot with portraying that. The way that I think there just seems to be some sort of like loved up theme throughout the whole trailer. It's obviously with the two guys and a girl obviously chasing it.
Yeah.
The narration helps as well over the top.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you've understood the plot. That's quite good. Back to the audio all the way through. The record scratch in the middle, do you think it worked? Do you think it could be improved? What do you think about that in the middle?
I think the record scratch helps.
Yes.
It does work.
Yeah.
But when she's running off, I think the music should cut in there.
Right.
Rather than waiting for that extra sort of...
Any reason for that?
It just seems to be lingering. You're like waiting for it.
Yeah.
There's too much of a gap between the record scratch and the music going back on.
Right, yeah.
That you need that gap to be filled, and I think you should bring the music forward a bit.
Okay.
Obviously that changes the way that it fits in the rest of the film, I suppose, doesn't it?
Thank you. Length of the trailer. Is it good? Is it... what's your ideal length of the trailer, would you say?
That was perfect to me, to be honest.
It's good.
It got everything in there, said everything it needed to say. There wasn't anything that wasn't in there, that didn't need to be. So kind of perfect length, to be honest, I'd say.
Brilliant. Just a few more questions now. Mise en scène, lighting, clothing, camera angles, scenery. Anything that could be improved? What do you think? I mean, you said there's a loved up theme throughout, so obviously it's portrayed the conventions of romantic comedy, but what do you feel on it personally?
The way it's been shot, I think it's just meant to be in everyday life. So the way that you've shot that obviously shows with the clothes and stuff, they're not dressed up in suits or anything.
That's good.
It's obviously just an everyday life. One thing I have got to say, that there's a piece in the middle, actually towards the start, with one character that doesn't get mentioned again in the rest of the film.
Yeah.
That one piece is just...
Right.
The lighting's poor.
Okay.
It doesn't really...
So that's the kind of one you think. Okay, fair enough.
That's just me there.
Okay. A few more questions, just two more. First one, obviously you've mentioned it was a romantic comedy. What conventions of romantic comedy did you find were in the actual trailer? And what could have been in there which weren't in there already?
Obviously, the I love you bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of stand out in the middle of the film, I suppose.
What happens when you all work?
Yeah, carry on.
What was I?
No, some about. So annoying.
So this is, of course, you've just been with 13-2. So you've seen...
Move on, if you forgot. Okay, final question then, Dan. If I was to show that, if that was aired on TV and you saw it on TV, as an audience member, would you go and watch that? Would you go out and buy it?
With these, you can just...
Does it entice you to go and want to watch more?
It does, but I'm not sure whether I can hack a whole film. So the trailer works good, as it is. I'm not sure whether it's an entire film, full production sort of story, I suppose.
Well, that's everything then, and thank you for your time.
No problem at all.
Stretching out to the sea, you wait by turning the key. You say your stories and thank yous. I don't think you're ever 100% in the room. You're not in the room. You're not in the room.
Hi, Louise.
Hi.
Just a few questions about the trailer. Okay. First of all, what did you think about it in general?
It was really good, yeah. It was very effective.
Good. Any particular aspects which
like
caught your
the
attention?
song.
The song. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the record scratch in the middle? Do you think that worked?
Yeah, that went really well actually, and the timing of it was really good as well.
Good. Good. If you had to label that as a certain genre, what would you go for?
Rom-com.
Rom-com. That's good. That's good because it's a rom-com. Believe it or
That's
not.
good then.
Okay. Did you like the mise en scène? What did you think about the mise en scène?
Don't really know.
I mean, does the clothing of the actors, maybe the dialogue, the lighting, the scenery, does it all fit into the conventions of a romantic comedy? Yeah. Do you think there's any areas which I could improve in general? Any of your thoughts? I mean, what would you have done differently to?
I think the voiceover is a bit weird. Like,
Right.
It slightly sounds kind of Jamaican. It's really freaky. It's like, what's going on?
It's fine. Anything else?
It's a bit deep, but
Okay.
the next good.
Okay, thank you. As an audience member, would that entice you to go and watch it at the cinema?
No.
No.
I hate rom-coms.
So it's not actually the trailer, it's your own personal opinion?
Yeah, I wouldn't go see it just because of the style of film it is.
Okay, that's fine. Though, after watching that trailer, was there anything which you particularly liked about it, which does appeal to you?
It does look funny.
It does look funny.
Yeah.
Any way I could make that better for you? Maybe to change your opinion on romantic comedies. What would I have to do to put in that trailer?
I don't know.
Just not a fan of them, really, are they?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So the soundtrack, does it fit with the
Yeah.
shots? Yeah.
The timing of it is really well as well. Like when you cut from like different scenes and stuff, it works really well.
Just a few more questions for you then. After watching the trailer, did you get an idea of the plot? And if so, what do you think the plot actually is?
It seems to be like it's like a really, really nice girl, and she likes having a boyfriend, but she doesn't like to commit and doesn't. Somebody just fell off the wall.
Carry on.
And like when he says "I love you" to her, she doesn't seem to like that, and she'll shy away from commitment and stuff.
It's pretty. Okay, it's quite close. So that's good, I guess. Just to inform you that she has a boyfriend. Though she also said there's two other guys who like her, and she kind of has a thing with them.
Yeah.
Just to throw a pipe in the works. Okay. Just one more question for you, actually. Okay. Well, in fact, no. Well, just two questions. The conventions of the trailer for a romantic comedy are obviously to attract the audience, the humour. It's got to make them laugh. I noticed you laughed a bit at the end.
Yeah.
But for the start of it, you seemed quite blank expressions. I mean, why was that? I mean, obviously you don't like them yourself. You said that you don't like romantic comedies. But I mean, what would I have to edit on the previous clips to make them?
I think the first few clips were just like a bit like when the guy's on the phone.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make me laugh. That was just like because
yeah.
it probably would be funny in context if you saw the whole scene and you heard what he was talking about maybe.
Yeah.
But he was just pacing around while he was on the phone and didn't seem very funny.
That's fair enough.
It seemed quite out of context.
Okay. And finally, length of the trailer. Is it too short, too long? Is it just about right? And any?
I think it could do with being just a tiny bit longer and like
Okay.
add a little bit more of the story into it.
Yeah.
So like you get more of an idea of maybe what happens.
Okay. Any final comments?
Nope.
No? Thank you very much, Louise.
I hate you for that.